Hello and welcome to another edition of Daily Bruin Television News. Tonight we bring you highlights of this weekend's Jazz Reggae Festival and while she was visiting UCLA, what Senator and presidential candidate Hillary Clinton had to say about the future of education. I'm Kim Horcher.
And I'm Josh Leamer. Also, stay tuned for a revealing look on the life of UCLA film student Aaron Beck. But first, a memorable occasion took place today at Kirchhoff Hall. They've been a couple for well over 30 years and have 2 children. But today, Mark Alton Brown and his partner, Robert Cesario, renewed their vows to each other in a commitment ceremony hosted by the Student Coalition for Marriage Equality. The 3rd annual SCME same-sex commitment ceremony held here on campus intended to show the LGBT community's steadfastness to legalization of same-sex marriage, as well as show that family values extend to all committed couples, regardless of orientation.
The UCLA's Cultural Affairs Commission put on their biggest event of the year this Memorial Day weekend. The 21st Jazz Reggae Festival attracted thousands of people as they enjoyed live music, food, and more. Daily Bruin television reporter Yvonne Liao has the highlights from this weekend's festivities.
Jazz and reggae music lovers spent their Memorial Day weekend at the 21st Annual Jazz Reggae Festival presented by UCLA's Cultural Affairs Commission. The festival encompassed a lineup of live musical performances, numerous eclectic vendors, and a diverse array of food stands. However, unlike past festivals, this year the Cultural Affairs Commission took the first major step to become a no-waste, eco-friendly festival.
So this year, because we decided to go green and become more friendly to the environment, we had to, work with outside vendors who are sustainable and to even work with E3, which is one of the organizations here on campus.
By giving away free tree seedlings, providing a resource area to educate festival goers, and printing promotional materials on recyclable paper, festival planners hope to encourage the importance and awareness of environmental conservation. Besides environmentalism, the event also promoted a spirit of community and diversity. A few of the many performers at the festival included, on Sunday, Soul Live, Christian Scott, Indigenous, and on Monday, Sirens and Joseph Israel. Whether they were lying under the sun, grabbing a bite to eat, or spending time with friends, the Jazz Reggae Festival was an opportunity for people to enjoy live music and just sit back and relax. This is Yvonne Liao reporting for Daily Bruin Television.
The children of UCLA's Krieger Child Care Center won't be voting in next year's presidential election, but Senator Hillary Clinton chatted with them nonetheless to reveal her plans for a universal pre-K program. Daily Bruin Television's Caroline Park walks us inside the classroom.
Brown bear, what do you see?
The brown bear saw the purple cat, and the purple cat saw the children. But what did the children see? They saw Senator Hillary Clinton and Mayor Villaraigosa.
We see everybody looking.
Today that is true.
After reading the children's book, Brown Bear, What Do You See?, at UCLA's Krieger Child Care Center, Villaraigosa announced his endorsement of Senator Clinton as Democratic presidential candidate. Wednesday afternoon, Clinton addressed key policy points, including withdrawing troops out of Iraq and a $10 billion initiative for
universal pre-kindergarten program for every 4-year-old, a partnership between the federal government, the states, and local government, where we will once and for all recognize that if we give these young children a chance, we in effect are making an investment in ourselves.
Students also trekked to the Child Care Center to listen to the presidential hopeful.
So we wanted to show that university students support what she's doing. And then even though a lot of university students support Obama in a big way, Hillary is very important to us, and we like what she has to say, and we're going to stand by every Democrat who runs.
I think that's very inspiring to the fact that she's acknowledging how important Los Angeles is, and she's kind of bringing that in, tying that together, and acknowledging how amazing of a mayor he really is. I think that's really inspiring to go down to that local level and to really.
Clinton aspires to transform our national image through education policy initiatives.
You know, Los Angeles represents the world just as New York does. We have people from every corner of the globe. And I hear firsthand about how disappointing and discouraging it is to hear what people are saying about this country we love.
Stay tuned to Daily Bruin TV for continuing coverage of the 2008 elections. This is Caroline Park for Daily Bruin TV.
The Asian Pacific Coalition here at UCLA hosted a Count Me In press conference Thursday, May 31st to bring awareness to the UCLA community of the diminishing number of other Asian category UCLA students. Currently, UCLA admissions are recognizing and collecting data on students from larger Asian American communities while reducing the representation of smaller Asian American and Pacific Islander communities into one separate group. With the Count Me In campaign, the APC hopes UCLA admissions collect more data on these groups, as well as recognize Pacific Islanders as a separate racial category and financially help Asian American and Pacific Islander outreach projects.
The UCLA School of Theater, Film, and Television is known as one of the best programs in the nation. Reporter Allison Tachiki takes us behind the scenes of what life is like as a UCLA film student.
60. That's the total number of undergraduate students in UCLA School of Theater, Film, and Television. We're going to turn the camera on one of these aspiring filmmakers.
Hey, I'm Erin Beck. I'm a fourth-year film television student.
The journey to film school began with an unlikely beginning at UCLA.
I actually went into astrophysics for a year and did the physics courses and the calculus courses.
Though she had an initial interest in film, counselors had discouraged her from the highly competitive major, but Beck decided to take a chance.
I applied my sophomore year, and it was actually kind of a scary process because I realized about a week before applications were due that I actually wanted to apply.
Her gamble paid off, and Beck found herself immersed in a subject she realized she knew very little about.
What the classes are in general is way more hands-on, and we take cinematography, and we take editing, and we take lighting, we take TV production, and each of those courses requires immense amount of hours just working with cameras, working with actors, working with film itself, and I was really overwhelmed at first just by the sheer amount of time required by all the classes, but I would much rather spend 30 hours editing a film and sleeping in Melnitz all night in the editing bays than, spending 30 hours in Powell.
But the amount of time the film school demands also presents a personal challenge for its students.
I think that one of the most difficult things for a film major is just finding a balance between the 24 hours a day that you're expected to be in Melnitz working on your film and editing pieces and working on sound and helping out on other people's films, to be able to balance that with having an outside job, a job that's not necessarily in the film industry, or even having a social life. It's really difficult to hang out with friends when you're living in Melnitz Hall.
However, Beck has managed to remain active in extracurricular activities like the fast fashion show and her job as an LSAT tutor. Her outside experiences have actually helped in developing her own storytelling abilities.
I think that there's no way I would have been able to make a film like that actually went into the darker side of what people experience when they're 20 years old if I hadn't experienced it myself.
At the conclusion of her 4 years at UCLA, Beck has no regrets.
For people who are, scared to apply or think it's too intimidating, not just for film but for any major, comm is very competitive, as are a lot of the South Campus majors, but just go for it. There's nothing to lose, really, and I've enjoyed every second of it.
Please be sure to check out dailybruin.com for further coverage of the latest news and events happening here at UCLA.
Also, make sure to tune in on Monday for DBTV's last sports broadcast of the season. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.